That was fast. Hello everyone, we wish you a nice evening. Yeah, what are we talking about? Today we wanted to show you our new specialist in the game, which will come soon. It's SP10 and everything that comes with it basically. So,
I guess we'll start with the trailer.
so we are back again and on the wrong piece. So yeah, as we said already, we want to show you SP10 today and everything that comes with it basically. So we will show you the different classes and their skills and mechanics and explain a bit.
Correct. I guess first of all we should specify like how can you actually acquire these specialists. You can just go to Ein, the inventor NPC in Act 8, and go to side quest, and there you will see Draconian Weapons 10 Specialist quest. If you go to this one, you will accept the quest. I'm not going to click on this now because in the quest probably some items will be required, and I know you guys will just go right to the bazaar and buy everything. So we're not going to show that. Sorry. Yeah.
We can fake announce.
But yeah, basically after completing the story quest, you will be able to immediately acquire the new specialist card. I'd say it's shorter than the SP9 story quest, so it shouldn't cause too many issues to complete it. But it should be noted that it's like we'd say we balance it around like hero level 30 and level 90. Like you can't accept the quest before level 90. You can accept it like if you're like level 90 and hero level 10, but it will probably be very difficult. So yeah, that's why we have like a recommended level for that. If you're hero level 60, you should probably not struggle too much in that quest.
Also important to know you don't have to finish Act 8 or something for it. Just an independent quest, which you directly can start.
Correct. Okay, I guess we'll start by presenting the skills of the individual specialist cards.
Yes. We will start with the mage.
Correct.
Personal. I prefer it.
So, what can we say about the mage? First of all, I mean, he can fly, and he helps people, and he can fly, yeah. Yeah, like, as you can already see, he has like an AoE basic attack with which he can hit multiple enemies at the same time. Same goes for many of his skills. I'm actually going to show some of them here more to the side because they actually, since this is like a gravity specialist card, he can pull and push enemies. So you can see you can pull them and you can push them, but it's only
in PvP.
Only in PvP. So since we know that it's like it can be kind of annoying if you like spread the mobs too far away from each other and so on. So we've made this one just work in PvP for pushing. It still has a decent chance of stunning the enemy, so that one will still be useful. And it's also an AoE attack of 2 cells, same with the pulling skill. But I guess we should also talk about the main feature, because as you can see, there's like 2 bars here at the bottom, like a red one for gravity and a blue one for anti-gravity. And basically what you want to do is balance these out. So like all of the red skills will increase your red bar, Oh wait, he's saying you can see
Ah,
it.
true.
Here, sorry. Um, yeah, so all of your red skills will increase your red bar, and all of your blue skills will increase your blue bar. It's pretty straightforward like that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And if you can balance them out, like, for example, right now I have 48 blue points and 10 red points. So what I get is the the blue buff, which is like an excessive anti-gravitation field, which reduces my cooldown times for all skills. But if I switch to the red buff by using red skills, then I'll get the red buff instead, which increases my magic damage and reduces my my mana costs. Also,
None.
also none. Yeah, there's still an untranslated local key in there. I'm actually not quite sure what it is for. Oh yeah, right. It basically means that if you have too much of like either side, then your basic attacks will gradually reduce your points from that side. So for example, right now I'm at 45. I do a basic attack now and I'm at 43. And what you will notice now is that I actually got a new buff, which is the gravitational equilibrium. And this is like a combination of both. So you get like the cooldown from the blue buff and the damage increase from the red buff as a stronger version. So both effects at the same time. And you will also get additional effects on some of your skills. So for example, here's one skill called Squash, which throws like a big stone on your enemies. Thwomp. And what this does, like usually it has like a 50% chance of stunning the enemies, but if you use it while having gravitational equilibrium, then it's guaranteed to stun. Like it's a 100% chance. 100% in this case also means that it can still be avoided by like debuff resistances, but in general it's much more reliable that way. And it is a strong debuff. Like it stuns you for 6 seconds.
You have to go a bit higher. It's behind me.
Ooh. Sorry. Okay. Similar, like we have also other effects here, like the anti-gravitational reflection. This is like a 2-second, usually 2 seconds resistance, where you can avoid debuffs and damage, and also reflect a part of that to the enemy. But if you like use the improved version with equilibrium, then it will be 3.5 seconds long. Yeah, so that's pretty much most of what you have to know about it. It also has like a self buff, which allows him to increases. Yeah, can you see it here? Increases his fairy element damage and his magic attack damage. And like it also increases it, like the fairy damage additionally if you have gravitational equilibrium. We balanced this a bit lower than usual because we noticed if we do this too high, then people will just stay in equilibrium and never use any skills at all, which is something that we don't want. So if you're wondering why this isn't like at 50 or something, that's the main reason. Yeah, and you're wondering like, well, can I just use all of my skills all the time? Well, actually you can't, because if you overshoot one element, wait, let me actually do it again. If you overshoot one element, then you'll have too many points, and then you have like an overloaded energy field. Oh god, I should destroy the mobs, I'm so sorry. Almost.
Do it.
Oh, I missed it. It's only 5 seconds long. Basically what it does is, it says, oh no, you've overloaded this element, now you can only use blue skills if you have red overloaded. If you don't reduce it to below 90, then you lose a portion of your points, which is not a huge deal, but you should kind of try to avoid it. Because your main gimmick, I'd say, for the specialist is this skill, your ultimate, which has only a 40-second cooldown, and it pulls all enemies within 5 cells towards each other, and the more gravity and anti-gravity points you have, the higher the damage will be. So you can get up to 80% increased damage for this skill by increasing your bar accordingly. Yeah, just like that. Then you can throw the black hole in there and pull all the enemies together, which is a lot of damage and also applies some other debuffs on top.
And looks quite cool.
And looks quite cool, yeah. I like it. So, long story short, try to balance out your gauges, your gravity and your anti-gravity bar. Try to keep them like on a good middle ground. Like, as long as you keep them roughly equal, you'll get bonus damage, bonus skills, and so on. And you can use that to deal big damage and do cool things. Yeah, we hope you'll like it. We spend a lot of effort on actually making them kind of balanced and like making the individual skills feel worth using. So yeah, that's it about the gravity. We will show more of that later on when we do our little PvP session, I guess.
Where you're smiling again.
I'll enjoy that one, yeah. Okay, I guess we'll switch over to the archer.
Yeah, important to know, like this like you saw the gravity and anti-gravity bar, it was implemented for all specialists basically.
Correct. All the new specialists have these new gravity bar. Okay, so the archer, as you already heard about, got a new specialist. It's called the fire cannon, and has a ton of interesting skills. Let me actually go to the arena. Like, you have the skill C. You can throw a grenade at enemies, and you can jump at them. Yeah, right.
Never seen them before.
Okay, but seriously, we have this new specialist card. It's called the Blaster Specialist, actually. Oh, wait. So what this specialist card can do is, it can throw a grenade, as you can see. Has this cool overhead, wait. This overhead shot, yeah, right, you've never seen that, okay. No, seriously, we know that a lot of you guys think that this has a lot of similarities to a certain other specialist card, but we've spent a considerable amount of effort on actually making it quite unique. As you can see, it also has like this little heating gauge. So yeah, this has like a true overheat kind of mechanic that you might know from other games, not sure. So how this works is, as you can see, you have a few skills here, like the reload skill or the energy conversion.
Oh, yeah. Always behind us. We're never learning from our mistakes.
Yeah. Those grant you like important damage increasing buffs. Like I can just show a few examples here. Parry damage, movement speed, attack power. Did I not show this one? Yeah. This one increases crit chance, depending on your heating points. So what you kind of want to do is like you want to stack up your damage. So you'll use skills, you'll increase your heating gauge, and then you'll slowly unlock these skills. These skills consume part of your heating gauge. You'll use more skills, and just like that, you like stack up all of your damage buffs. And basically, the longer you're in the fight, the more damage you will deal. So this specialist card, like its weakness is that it's not so strong in short fights. Like it needs some time to build up, but once it gets going, then it will deal in massive damage. Like more than probably most other specialist cards in the game. But of course it needs some time to build up. So I'd say it's probably really good against certain raid bosses. But might struggle in theory it could struggle in leveling as well. But, I mean, it also, like, it has like a little... Wait, why does it...
No.
No! Wait, let me try that again. The little skill that...
That's not working.
That's not working, apparently. But it's supposed to pull enemies together, okay? Yeah, we'll check on that later. But yeah, usually it can actually pull enemies together onto one spot, and it has somewhat smaller AoEs, as you can see, because we already have like one specialist card who specializes at big PP damage AoEs, and yeah, we kind of want them to be like a bit separate. Like, if you want big AoE damage, then you will always go to a fire cannon here. But if you want like increasingly high stacking damage, then you will want to go with this specialist card. Yeah. Okay.
What happens if the gorge is too full?
Oh yeah, it's called an overheat mechanic. Yeah. So what will happen is that you will get like, wait, that's not it. That's ultra high heating here. This is a 6-second buff. What it do, like all of the heating buffs, like steadily increase your damage. This one is no exception. But it has the downside that you can only use basic attacks when you overheat. And afterwards you will drop down to lower heat. So you want to kind of avoid that because it will, like, while it does give you like the strongest effect for a short time, it means that you can't use skills anymore for 6 seconds. And afterwards you lose out on a lot of your heat gauge. So for this one you have the reload skill most of the time. It has a really low cooldown and it reduces your heating points by 40. So if you end up in a situation where you have a really long fight, like as I showed you, even when using all of your skills, you don't even have all of your buffs activated yet. But if you end up in a very long situation, you can always use the reload one. It has a fairly short animation, and you get rid of your heating bar and also get a nice little buff that you need to reactivate anyways. So yeah. But in the case that you are like kind of overheated and don't want to use this one, you also have your Job 20 skill, Dragon's Breath, which is also like a large AoE area, and its damage also scales with how much heating you have at the moment. So phew, it shoots like in a row, just like that.
We should implement your sounds into the game for the next specialist.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much all about the blaster. And I guess we'll move on to the martial artist or swordsman? Swordsman, I guess.
Swordsman.
Yeah, I mean, you can also already see them here in the background. This is, by the way, the new login screen that you'll see soon in the game. Okay.
Yeah, true. And we have also a code which you can enter.
Oh yeah, true.
It should appear magically.
Magically.
There. Just use it in NosTale and then you'll get some items.
Okay. Yeah, this is. I actually like her design. Like she's kind of cute in the female version.
There's too much bling bling you cannot see.
Oh yeah. Well, sorry for that. Right.
Yeah, the code is not there yet. The code will come. The code
will come.
Magically. Will magically appear.
Okay. Yeah. For the swordsman, he's also fairly straightforward, I'd say. By using most of your skills, you will increase your sharpness, which sounds kind of kinky. I don't know why. And yeah, the more sharpness you have, the stronger the buff will be that you get. Like at the start, you'll have like 10% damage increase. Then the more you stack it up. Wait, give me a moment. Yeah, you get the pointed lance. It's like an additional damage increase by 15% and starts ignoring armor, partially.
And you can also see it over your head, basically.
Oh yeah, and you have like this little buff icon on top of your head. There's also this skill, wait, which pulls enemies, this time for real.
Maybe you saw this animation somewhere already before.
Yeah.
But it's fitting quite good.
And if you have the strongest buff, then you have the sharp lance, which gives you like an additional damage increase and additional defense penetration. But at the end of it, you'll go down to 50 sharpness points. Now, how does this interact with skills? Certain skills have like bonus effects if you have a sharp lance or if you have a pointed lance. For example, if you have a sharp lance, then actually, why do I have it not on my thing? Your basic attack will cause serious wound debuff to the enemies, which is kind of nice, especially for PvP, which applies basically bleeding and reduces enemy defenses. Additionally, you have this armor demolition, which I guess you could kind of compare it to Berserker, but it's working quite differently. So I guess it would be more fitting to compare it to Death Reaper, actually. What it does, it applies a debuff to you, which is level 5. If you use this one, there's also another version.
So move head. Sorry.
Yeah. It applies like a debuff to the enemy, and with this, like, certain skills have bonus effects when the enemy has this debuff, like your job 20 skill has like an increased crit rate. Wait, does it?
Oh, there was another one.
Oh yeah, like it has increased damage on targets that have the like which have their armor broken. Okay, sorry. And in addition, like if you have the strongest buff, then this one also actually has a higher crit chance and crit damage and so on. So yeah, it similar to the archer. It actually needs a bit of time to build up its damage, but once it gets going, it'll be dealing really decent damage. For this one, you may notice that most skills actually have a special area, which is usually a straight line. We know that this is not ideal for mobbing, but he still has his whirlwind, which actually pulls enemies together, which can actually help a lot with this.
You can show the special area also on the other side.
Oh yeah, true.
That's why we have them.
I mean, for the job 20 skill, it's again like a large area like this, which goes straight through like in 3 rows. But the small ones have like a smaller area, like this. Or also like little AoEs like this. So yeah, overall we expect it to be somewhat decent for leveling, but again, we don't want to like delve too much into areas that other specialists are already really good at, namely the, what's it called? The Light Shadow 1 thingy, you know it. Abtrünniger in German. And the something that I can't spoil right now, so yeah. You know which one we mean. Okay. Right, so that's like kind of our idea for how these specialists should play out. But of course, like once this goes live, we're happy to hear like what your thoughts are about them, or if you feel like any of them are like lacking a particular area that you think should really be filled, that no other specialist card covers yet. Yeah, we're happy to hear about that. Right, so this is mostly all about the swordsman. We'll show him again later. So last but not least, we also have... What are you doing?
I'm just putting the code in-game now.
Yeah, you can actually use the speech bubble, right?
Yeah, and then go to you. Let's see.
Well, I can't enter Act 8 yet, sorry.
That's nice.
Also, here's the winter map. I mean, you could kind of expect it, I guess. But yeah, the winter event is coming, right?
That's also why my t-shirt is actually fitting too. Oh, there's... Wow. There's a hole in my... No, it doesn't matter. Because it's green, you know.
Ah, right, yeah.
It's like the green screen. So, where's the...
So, the martial artist is actually kind of one of my favorites. It's really, it plays really nicely. For all 3 martial artist mains out there, you'll be happy. Because he also has smooth animations, yay! So how the martial artist works is he has a fuel gauge. So what you want to do is you use like your fueling skill, which depletes some of your mana and increases your fuel gauge in return. And with this fuel, you'll have a ton of bonus effects on all of your skills. Like here, it increases your damage. Here, it has a chance to reset this.
There's the code.
Oh yeah, that's the code. I mean, I can probably zoom in.
But it's
so
not changing anything.
Well, are you challenging me?
It's the same.
It's still, well, I guess it doesn't work like that. Okay, yeah, but yeah, the code is I'm best girl, in case you were wondering. Okay, so anyways, yeah, you can charge your fuel and you can either like use it for your skills, or if you ever come to the situation where you think like, oh, I don't really want to use my skills anymore, I just want to heal.
Not behind me, please.
then you can also use it to restore some of your health. Like 50 fuel can be converted to 10% of your max HP. Yeah, so if you're in need of a bit of healing, then you can also use it for that.
The code will be available for like roughly 2 months, 1.5.
Yeah. Right. So, for example, on other effects here, for example, if you apply, then if you fuel, then with your skill you can actually stun the enemy. Without it, you can't. Here it increases your damage. Here it probably also increases your damage because it's your job 20 skill, right? For this one, it's similar to the magician actually. Like usually you have a 2-second block for attacks.
Yes, we want to show the code, please.
But with the improved version, you can actually have it for 3 seconds. You will notice that, because that was also one of our concerns, like if you constantly have to charge fuel, will it take away a lot of our damage and it, make for a miserable rotation. No, it's actually quite a fast skill. You just can use it in between different attacks really quickly. Also, martial artist is, I think, the only one who actually has combo skills. So that's also a big plus for them. Most animations were improved by a lot. Should be overall very smooth. Yeah. So, yeah. We hope you'll enjoy it. Yeah, I'd say martial arts is similar to swordsman. It's pretty straightforward. You just fuel up and punch the enemy, and I love it. I don't know, it's one of my favorites, honestly. Right. So I'm sure all of you are wondering now, well, how do we get perfection stones for this specialist?
We will show you.
Well, actually, I need to switch characters because I don't want to do the Act 8 quest again.
But it's fun. You should do it.
Yeah. So, I mean, we thought all of you guys, you probably love SP9 quest, right? So, we have a side quest here, which goes into much detail about... Oh, well, I can't actually do it yet. Shame. Which would have gone into much detail about how you could actually use SP9 stones to upgrade your SP10 specialist card, but... I mean, all of you guys probably don't even have SP9 stones because nobody does the SP9 raid, which is really unfortunate because it's quite fun. I promise. So what we've done instead is we've collaborated with the developer Endwell, and they were supporting us a lot in actually creating a new raid for the game.
Exactly.
And this is where Tommy will show you all the details.
All the details, let's see. What we locked. Oh, I leave the code there, it's fine. So yeah, as he said already, with Endwell together, we basically created a raid. We created the pre-rooms, we gave some ideas for the boss room, and Endwell implemented then everything for us into the game. So we have 2 pre-rooms again for the new raid. You can start the raid on, not in this map. So here you have a new raid portal where you can start the raid. And the raid is from awakening level 30 on to level 80, of course. You can join with maximum 15 people, and you need at least 10, was it? I forgot the amount.
Yeah,
I think 10, yeah.
10 people.
But
For a good reason, but...
Yeah, but I will do it alone for now.
If you have a raid seal?
I hope so. Yes, I have some. Yeah, the raid seal you can farm on the map where the raid starts, basically on this map, from all the monsters, like always. Yeah, let's go into there. What is special on this raid? Like, not that there's a pre-room, because this we did also with the last one already. But yeah, you know this map already. You have to walk around, have to kill some monsters, pull some levers. Don't die.
That's actually the hardest part, for us at least.
But you will probably figure out, yeah.
Yeah. Also, what's probably important to mention is that...
The element of the raid, yeah.
Yeah, it mostly has fire element monsters, as you can see by these...
Red shark bears.
Red shark bears, yeah. Yeah. our main reasoning is that we've had now with Act 8 we've had like a fire raid, well not a fire raid, a water raid, a shadow raid, and we've had Land of Living, which is light element. So we thought like, hey, in order to make all the specialist cards useful in some area, we want to introduce a fire element raid.
Exactly. So more special on the second map is there's like a new feature which was already there, but we never used it before. We have random levers spawning around. So you have to walk around on this map, find 4 of them or 3 of the levers, and pull them.
You're gonna hate us for that, I know, but
and
especially this map. We know, like, when we first saw this map, when we received the initial patch, we knew that it would be terrible for leveling, but we thought like we can do something with that map, and now it's finally time that we can actually.
Now it's time to shine for this map.
Yeah.
So yeah, and the other new feature, and which is like similar, is like the boss monsters on this map. They're also spawning randomly, some of them. So you can see you have 7 boss monsters there. 4 of them are random, and 3 of them are on a fixed place. So also here the monsters are mostly fire element. You also have the dinosaurs, which are light element, and the bosses, which are fire, which I don't find yet. Ah, there. So yeah, and now let's go to the boss room, where I will probably die. So, I cannot even, can I? Don't write it to me. Yeah. So, yeah, this time you can have to fight against Ascobas again, but we had to reuse basically a boss, because it's not so easy to create new monsters in short time. So we thought, like, because in the story you didn't kill Ascobas yet, it was always like he was escaping with Half-Life. This time is the time where you can actually kill him. Where you can take revenge for everything and everyone. So yeah. The skills are similar to the one in instant combat. He's spawning his lightnings, he's attacking you with fire breath and so on. But what is new is the raid mechanic here. It's almost there.
Yeah, you have to get him to a certain amount of HP first, and after that, you'll do something new.
This is also not that new. So it spawns some pillars, but the mechanic here is your whole team has to kill at least 3 of those pillars. You decrease them always by 2%.
With each attack, yeah, you can have like your pets and everything helping you with that. But you have to kill these really quick. If you don't do it, then
you will see what will happen. So I'm not managing now.
Yeah.
But Ascobas is basically jumping, and if you didn't kill all the 3 pillars, then you will the whole team will die basically.
Correct.
But if you manage to kill the 3 pillars, then we have a new mechanic there. Some fields are spawning. I mean, you know it already from Lazarus.
But there's something special about them. But
exactly.
Do you want to spoil it yet?
Do we want to?
I guess you'll figure it out by yourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's something special about them. We think that it will be hopefully quite challenging for players. And we hope you're looking forward to trying something new. But I guess to get to the good part, you're probably wondering, well, if we have this long raid with these challenging mechanics and actually we didn't mention this yet, but you can do this similar to SP9, you can do this raid 5 times a day.
Exactly. Yeah, SP9 was 7 times?
Oh yeah, it was 7 times, but now it's 5 times for this one. Just like less servers on.
But we will show you
Draco.
why.
Yeah. But what we'll do for this raid is...
Wait, I will show it first.
Okay, but you can't even see your inventory.
Oh. So no raid box, let's see. And there's a raid box.
Oh,
It's
wow, rare 7.
What happened there?
Oh god, you got super lucky.
Yeah, actually not, because we increased the chance for high rare level like a lot in this raid.
Correct, so
That's
you'll have a really decent chance at getting rare 7
Yeah.
and rare 8 boxes in this one.
And also the item drops at the end are also a bit
Yeah.
more valuable.
So
Let's see. Oh. And there are perfection stones. We also increased the amount of perfection stones in there.
correct.
You have seen now a stack of 6 already. So it should be much faster for you to upgrade.
Also,
your perfection.
with every raid that you do, you
Oh,
actually get 1 guaranteed perfection stone as well.
Exactly. So you get 5 per day, and out of the boxes you get also some.
Correct.
Yeah.
So yeah, we hope that this will make it much easier to actually improve your perfection for these new specialist cards. So you don't have to spend 3 years doing that, but more closer to, like, our current estimate, I'd say, is around like 2 months to reach like perfection 80. and then probably another 2 months to reach perfection 100, which we think should be fine and doable overall. Yeah, but don't nail us down on these numbers. Maybe it ends up being 6 months and we lie to you, and then someone will get very angry at us. Okay, but yeah, please try it out and let us know what you think.
Also something else for the specialists, because like in the beginning we know that the specialists, they cannot compete with the other ones. Like they are weaker, of course, because you have to level them first, you have to do the perfection and upgrading and so on. That's why in the beginning of the after the release of the patch, you will get a buff if you wear the new specialists, which are increasing your base stats basically.
Correct. So what you will get is like 200 attack, 200 defense, 20 fairy element, 3% HP and MP, and 5 all resistances. So basically like a perfection 80 specialist card for free. We will keep this buff active until probably the Lunar New Year event, so for 6 weeks or something. That should give you plenty of time to improve your specialist card. And this is also just so we can get like a better impression on how strong are these specialist cards, how weak are they, like just roughly how do they compare to other specialist cards. Because we know it can be hard to judge a specialist card when comparing Perfection 0 with Perfection 100. So yeah.
Yeah, ads in the boxes, yeah, there's also equipment in and other stuff, yeah. But we increased everything in there. Like, it's better than in other boxes.
Yeah, overall you should have much better chances at getting like a Rare 7 equipment piece.
Yeah. Also, as you saw, all the amounts we changed basically. I mean, equipment will still be just one, but perfection stones we increased and also other ones.
Yeah, also like
Tritanium,
full health potion and so on. Yeah. Okay. I guess that's actually mostly it.
Yeah. This time mostly because of Christmas, we couldn't include many more changes in there.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate, but Christmas always comes as a surprise on the 24th or 25th, remember, depending on where you live. And like, say if we had had like 2 more weeks of time, then we could have probably implemented like a ton of more exciting changes in here. But unfortunately, we don't have the time right now, and we already spent a lot of time on this update. So we hope that you'll see all the time and work that went into this, and that you can appreciate it. And yeah. Next up, we will be working on a lot of other exciting changes to the game, so we will probably see each other again at some point.
Yeah.
When we can actually talk about all the good stuff that's coming to the game.
But that's also good, of course. I mean,
yeah, but like...
sounds wrong.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess what we will do now is do a little PvP session for the ones interested in how these specialist cards play out, and meanwhile, we can do a little Q&A, answer your questions in chat, and have a lovely time.
Show yours.
Okay.
New daily quests. No, we decided against that. As we said, you get the perfection stones out of the raid directly after each successful raid.
Correct. So that's why we didn't see the need for a new daily quest.
Something about merch. I mean, we cannot say much there. But wait for the community community update, which will be posted from community management. There we will get some information about merch. The code is only Ain Best Girl. Yes, we only have one of them. Since it's also a smallest or shorter stream, probably. When this update will drop? Do we want to spoil it already?
I mean, we can already spoil it, sure.
Yeah, next week.
Next week. Probably on Wednesday, let's see.
Wednesday is the plan, yeah.
Oh yeah, also one thing I should probably note is right now the points on the bar are staying permanently. This is not intended. Usually if you like leaving combat, it should slowly decrease, but this is currently a bug, so disclaimer. Okay.
What items I needed to upgrade them? The new items or like from... It's the same like SP9 for normal upgrades. My voice is leaving. I will drink something shortly. Why you do PvP? Explain something.
I mean, I can read chat and also do PvP at the same time.
Let's just talk something about PvP.
Okay, PvP is great. I love PvP. And I think I just used a lot of trendy skill. Oh well.
So, and I'm back. I was never gone. Next happy hour when? No, we don't spoil it.
You'll never guess it anyways.
Yeah.
Well, I just got completely destroyed, but that's because I'm terrible at high skill.
At PvP,
classes.
you mean?
I'm not terrible at PvP, but I'm terrible at this specialist. I'm gonna be honest.
But I still prefer it. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's like really unique in that regard. Okay, let's go for another one.
What a surprise, Mage losing. That's just because he's playing it. Don't worry.
Yeah, like we can actually do like a demonstration next up with Prism playing as Mage and me playing as. Oh right, sorry, because my points didn't reset. Okay, that's why you have to do the situation. Usually, again, it's a bug. You won't have to do this in live.
Sword versus martial art. Yeah, later maybe.
Yeah, we will show all of them.
When is the next specialist balance patch? This is planned for next year, because this year we cannot put much more in there.
Yeah.
The year is almost over. But also their community management will post something soon about it. That you get an overview of the next first half of the year. Does the mage have a mana shield?
Yes, it does. It's already spoiled on Discord, I believe. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I'm really not that great with Mage. But I guess we can swap it around soon and let Prism play this.
Scrolls of Act 8 in the new raid. No, they are not included.
Correct, like you will only get scrolls from the old raid, so Arsenal and Vale here. This will keep the same. We didn't put them in the new raid because if we did that, then probably nobody would do the old raids anymore, and that's not our goal with this one. We want to give you new ways to explore new content and not cannibalize old content.
True, good question. The raid box is not tradable, no. That would be maybe too powerful.
Correct. Also, yeah, I love the Archer's design, by the way. It looks really cool.
Still too much bling bling, but still cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Jinx OP. That's also what I thought first when I saw it.
Any more questions?
No, not really. In 4-1. Nothing we can answer yet. Archer looks good. Ban all botters, please.
I mean,
We're on it.
we kind of did, but
Where's Vi from League of Legends?
actually we have her. Hello, martial artist.
Yeah. It's a bit upgraded version. But what is the threshold of balancing the mage resources?
I mean, I don't think you would like the answer to that question, to be honest. Because right now, Mage is actually pretty powerful in general.
When is the result of the contest? Sorry. True. That's we have to tell you. We wanted or planned to implement like a side story out of the contest we did. The problem is we received so many of the stories and they are so long. We didn't. We want to take the time basically to read all of them.
Correct.
Properly and then decide which one is the best. So next year we will come with a side quest related to this. Yeah.
Like, you can, of course, still play like the main quest right now. It will have some hints at a possible side story already. But the bigger parts will, of course, follow next year. In the first quarter, I'd say. So that should also be clarified, I guess.
Want a second code? Retro. We have a second one. You can enter weak Ascobas with W and A big, and let's see what happens. As you can see, Mage is powerful.
It's just
the person who's sitting behind it. Is there no new equipment? No, there's no new equipment. Just new specialists.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm not dealing any damage to him. Mage broken. But oh no, actually now I deal damage. Oh, too late. But yeah, see, mage broken, archer broken, everyone broken. I don't know.
Okay. More drop rate for old equip from Alza Valley. I mean, the old rates we want to change. And we don't want to change.
When tradable perfection stones? Never.
Yeah.
Like, why?
I didn't see the question, but yeah, it was German. That's why. Is there new TS in the new quest? Yes, you have to do 6 time spaces in total. But we don't want a spoiler yet.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna... how do the kids call these days? I'm gonna...
The what?
No, it's okay, it's okay. I'm just gonna kill Alarian. It's fine.
An inside video of how NosTale is developed would be interesting. Yeah, I would also love to see that. I mean, we saw it, we were recently in Korea, so we saw something there again.
Okay, right now I'm playing bad, but that's not on the specialist card. I completely forgot how to play the specialist card for some reason, even though I played it like 2 hours ago. Let's see if I can still bring it back.
When is the winter event? Oh yeah, the winter event will start also next week with this patch. As you saw already when we were in NosTale, there's snow and so on. So.
Okay, now let me actually play properly. Because right now that was a shit show. Okay.
Season bad PvP player.
Yeah. Like right now I'm actually terrible.
Season no hand. My little cousin playing. I'm not sure if it's related to you, but...
Because what I need to do is actually continuously charge my fuel so I can actually make use of the bonus effects, which I didn't do right now because I'm trolling, I don't know. Oh, and I'm getting the debuff, that's unfortunate.
We're making USP with guns, SP11.
Yeah, we need new guns.
Yeah, for Archer.
Okay, now I'm clubbing him. See? I'm winning, son.
Not sure. Ooh.
Ooh.
Big damage. Yay!
See, I'm a winner.
Sometimes.
But it actually, like, seriously speaking, martial artist is broken. If anyone's saying that martial artist is weak, please reconsider. Thank you.
People are asking why don't you wear the new eagle wings on the specialist?
I mean, we could, but I don't need it, okay? I can even win without them. Also, I mean, it's just general, like, we wanted to have, like, the same wings on everyone, so it's, like, more equal.
And you consider to increase the chance for the amount of SP9 perfect stones in Alza and better in the raid boxes. We will look into that for sure. If we can do something there. We want to see first now how it's going with this raid basically.
But the amount of perfection stones, or?
Yeah.
Well, right now it doesn't drop any perfection stones by
Oh, true. True. It's in Paimon.
Yeah. Like for Paimon we could reconsider it.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I meant.
But like I don't think like people were complaining too much that Arsenal and Valahir weren't rewarding enough.
Yeah.
I'd say
Can you please show 20 or 30 new raid box open? That we can do later.
Sure.
Will you make new SP with secondary weapon? I'm not sure if it's that good actually, because you guys need a second set of weapons basically. Not sure if it would be that popular. What do you think?
Regarding what exactly?
New specialist with new secondary weapon.
I mean, I guess we could consider it for SP11 at some point. But again, yeah, I think something we would have to figure out until then is... Give me a moment. Okay. Something we would have to figure out is how to make a secondary weapon less expensive, because right now you need like an entirely new set to, just to wear one specialist or two specialist cards then. So I personally think that's not the ideal solution for this. So something we would need there is having like a system that would make it easier to switch between main weapons, secondary weapon set. Or just make, I don't know, random idea just now, making shells apply to both weapons. But yeah, it would need like a bit more effort than that.
Yeah.
Once we've done that, then yeah, sure, we can have more secondary weapon specialist cards. But that's more in the distant future, so it's not happening this week.
New perfection stones also drop in unknown land in X4. No, that's not the case. It's only in the new raid.
Correct.
Where are you guys from? I mean, Germany?
We are from Germany.
We work in
very
Karlsruhe. But not anymore, I mean, yeah. In Karlsruhe we are now in home office basically.
Most of the time, unless we're streaming. So.
Yeah. Can the box of the new raid be sold? No, they are not tradable.
Yeah, not tradable, not sellable, not anything. We want you to do the raids for the perfection stones and for some of the reward, and them not to do it with 200 accounts and so like that's not the idea behind it.
Yeah. Will a new server come out this month? No. That's a bit too early or too close to Christmas to start something that big. Can new boxes be sold on NosTale? Nope, still not. How are you today? Thank you, nice. How are you? From Lofaria. What other kind of items are in the box? I mean, yeah, equipment, perfection stones, potions, the usual stuff, I mean, you know.
Okay, this time I screwed up again.
What level will the equip in the raid boxes be? It's the same as in Alzanor and Valahir.
Marshall can get us be useful for raid bosses or something. I mean, this one is fairly useful. Just use it in the many light raids we have, hello? No, but I mean, Martial Artist has like right now a really strong fire specialist card. It has an arguably broken light specialist card, which will be a little reworked, which will also make it better in PV in raids.
Water.
I mean, SP4 is actually also kind of broken. Water? Which water SP? I don't know. We're not talking about this one. Oh wait, I need to reset that. Okay. One last round.
Did you get it right that the new raid can only be done 5 times a day? Yes, you got it right. You need 10 people at least, maximum 15 people. And you can farm the raid seal on the lakeside gorge. Is the raid time bounded? I mean, right now it's 1 hour, so you shouldn't have issues there.
Yeah, and other than that, it doesn't have like a limitation where you can only do it at certain times or something.
No,
that's not the case.
How many raids can we do each day? 5. Yeah, we can sum up everything again once we're done.
Okay, yeah, I guess.
Did you lose?
Yeah, but I'll let those two fight it out between each other because I'm not a decent mage player, so I'm sure they can do better. Yeah, true, actually. Then you can watch both of them at the same time. Okay, now we can actually focus on questions in the chat.
Why can just Dargana crit and other mages SPs not? Because he's using the secondary weapon.
Yeah. Like,
Just like that.
I guess it's best to split in the raid when they spawn randomly, right? I mean, for the second room, it would make sense, yeah? Like, you know how it's like these several rings and so on? So, could actually make sense to group them up and then
Yeah, to split
Like-
up.
try to organize, like, who's going where and everything. We hope that, like, that's actually something we're really excited about. Seeing, like, which strategies people come up with to actually, like, clear the raid in an efficient time. So, I'm really excited what people will come up with there.
We're 7 bucks guaranteed on you. No, it's not guaranteed, it's the same chances as Inferno on raid.
Yeah, it's basically fair on raid chances applied to this new raid.
Can you open some raid boxes? I mean, you could. While the
That's
other one's
something
doing PvP.
Well, let me actually...
Yeah, first do PvP. Unicorn teleport spam. Yeah, feel free to do that.
I mean, I think you can't, right?
Can you?
I think we deactivated mounts in there.
Ah, okay, never mind then. Don't do it. Feel free to do it, but you cannot. Feel free to try it.
Wait, did I have the raid boxes? I guess I did to you.
Yeah. Do we already have plans for NOS next year? Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
It's already full, basically.
Yeah, we have the entire next year basically planned out, but we can't tell you guys because things can change.
Yeah.
Like, we have ideas, but
Yeah, but for the first half, you will get a community report soon.
yeah. Okay, I guess we'll go and open some raid boxes.
Is the pull skill of Mage better than pull skill of Otto?
Ooh, Dragon Gem.
I mean, you can have both, why not? I mean, is it better?
Ooh, mana potions. Ooh, Perfection Stones, nice.
6 again.
A Dragon Crystal.
6
Six.
again? Oh,
Ooh,
you're quite lucky.
mana potions. Ooh, Dratanium. Any equipments? Let's see. Dratanium.
No equipment,
And
come
crystal.
on, do it.
Potions. But interestingly enough, I got a lot of 6 ones. Like, yeah, there's
Yeah.
also another.
Like 3 of them, I think. 3
hmm.
or 4.
Can also get a different amount of them, but.
Oh, 3.
Ah, yeah, yeah.
There you are.
Okay, well, no equipment, but a ton of Perfection Stones. Now I should be sitting at 25 of them, which is not too bad, I guess,
Yeah.
for 2 days worth of raid boxes. Okay, new fairies. Not planned.
Will you make new fishing spots? We have ideas there and plans, let's see.
Yeah, I mean, we've been saying this, I think, for the past 2 streams as well. Like, we have this on our list,
Yeah.
but the list is like, you can't even see it because it's so high. Yeah, so, yeah, we have tons of ideas, but we need to figure out when and it's time for them and when we can actually also have enough time, because we can request things, but we also most of the time have to fix them. So like we request stuff and then we say like, okay, it's really cool, but something's still a bit off, and then we need to actually have enough time to fix those things. Else, yeah, it's unfortunate situation if things don't work out quite as we thought of them.
Changes to cooking system, yeah, that will be also touched.
That
at
would
the
also
same
be
time.
that would be touched at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next balance patch, we already talked about this next year.
Make bushies great again. Yeah, we need a new bush. Why just otter and koalas
Sure.
and pandas?
Any speed that use secondary weapon, not in this patch. Nope. When balancing second SP of Martial Artist, probably after Master Wolf. Let's see. I don't even know if we can do it right after, or because we already have plans for the Sun Chaser and the Warrior and so on. So I guess it'll have to wait until after that. Because the thing is, we want to make them cool. So I think we would need more time and can't just change 2 values and then it will be great.
Oh, see, there's the last comment.
Oh.
Oh, no, almost last. The second one.
Please show a speed card.
No.
Rate stacking.
Yeah.
Rate box stacking is also on our list. We
didn't tell anybody yet,
it's
but we wanna ask for something.
it's coming sooner rather than later, I guess.
If Enver agrees, yeah.
If everyone agrees, yeah. Thing is, we have a ton of raid boxes, and actually a lot of them work differently from each other.
Yeah.
Like with, for example, if you remember the Act 5.2 raid boxes, you can actually have like rare 0 boxes and they have different contents than rare 1 to 7 boxes. So they have like very different behavior and different contents. So we kind of also have to consider those and adjust those. And we have an idea of how we can solve most of these issues, but it would require a bit of effort from Entral's side. And yeah, we will do that once we actually have the time to focus on quality of life changes.
Extra back for raid boxes, but that's still not convenient.
Yeah.
Also for setting in bazaar and everything, it's yeah. Where do we get the seals? As we said, the seal will drop on the map where you also start the raid on the lakeside gorge. You can just kill all the monsters there, and then you have a chance, as always, to drop the seal.
Can you make destroyer mines do more damage? No, they are coded as monsters. We can't really increase their damage unless we want to increase them to like 20,000, and then it will be still kind of weak in PvE and would literally one-shot people in PvP. So
Yeah.
not really great. So what we mostly focus on with with spawned monsters is that we give them debuffs that can be useful, for example, in PvE, as it is with the gunner, or have some other side effect in PvP. So
What's your personal favorite in USP card? Mine is Mage.
I would probably also say Mage.
But what do you guys think? What is your what do you prefer for now? What you have sawn already? What you saw already?
Your opinion doesn't count, Prism. Honestly, like seriously speaking, I actually like martial artists a lot. I think it's pretty fun.
Any changes for Glacian? Stay tuned there for next year. We have a long list of everything, but we cannot promise anything there.
Like we can't promise anything, but we're keeping an eye on a lot of things. So
yeah.
Yeah. Let's say we have forgotten about it. Don't worry.
When will we get 60 FPS?
What do you mean? You already have it.
Yeah.
We implemented that last year, or this year, rather.
Mage is best he can fly. Yeah. Agree.
Yeah, same. Holly. Yes, Holly will be next.
Holly. Does new box drop Dratanium only? It also drops Dratanium. 10 of them, or
yeah,
I think even 15 is in there.
It was 10, I think. Maybe.
We have 2 times.
Could be 2 different drops, maybe, yeah.
Holly more
flechies.
Oh my god.
That's very German, okay.
Yeah. Let's talk about the Kussi. Sister from Holy Mage. The Holy Mage.
Can you show mage skills one by one so we can... Oh, sure, I mean I can show all of them, but it'll take a bit, I guess, here. I mean, this is the 2-second paralysis. I love how they're like just dying in the background. Then you have the second skill.
No, higher.
Oh, now you can see it, right?
No, not everything from below. There's the code.
Oh, the code, I'm sorry. Then we have the third skill.
New party specialist. Let's see. I mean, we don't have plans yet. It's normally always coming completely from Manfell. But also, if you have ideas, then maybe just drop some suggestions in forums.
Getting get a bit cozy now.
Nope.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. Honestly, it's a lot of skills.
Bigger group. That was also on our list at some point.
Yeah, I mean, we thought about it with the martial artist release actually, but
Yeah.
it would have to, like, a lot of things would have to be reconsidered. Like, you can't just increase to the group side, it will also have to be increased for example, party time spaces, but many party time spaces are kind of balanced around having 3 people. And yeah, there's just a lot of things that would also have to be considered. So I'm not sure if it will happen, to be honest. Okay, yeah, this one draws enemies. Actually, well, we'll get to it later, I guess.
Misstart. How did you get SP10? There's basically a new side quest, new quest. You can go to Ain in Act 8. So you need level 90 for it and at least level 10, but we recommend level 30, Awakening level 30. And then you can do a quest there with 6 time spaces and get a specialist.
Okay, I'm gonna put this there now.
How much gold will it cost? Actually, there's no gold quest in this time.
Okay.
There's a long question.
What?
The zoom. That players can zoom out more for glaze.
Well, I mean, that's kind of part of the challenge, no? I mean, glaze rate is kind of really easy at this point. So I'm not sure if it would make sense to make it literally free.
Yeah.
Because then, like, you can literally just zoom out and, like, all the time and click on one spot and even, like, get all of your multi-accounts to that spot.
Yeah, we also thought about implementing it in the new red, but then same, it would be too easy, basically.
Yeah. When we get mobile version, no plans. At all.
Need to finish Act 8 quest? No, it's not related to that. You can just start it without Act 8 quest.
How to get Perfection Stone for SP10? We just explained that like 15 minutes ago.
In the raid.
Go back to the vault and like rewatch it.
NosTale 2 when?
Which skills did I show now? This one, reflection. And
how long quest take? It's not a long quest.
should be doable in a day, for sure. Oh, now it's actually displayed. Hey, that's nice. Yeah. True, we should probably mention this. This skill is actually pretty interesting because it increases your attack range and decreases the enemy attack range. Which is meant to be like a small counter to swordsman and martial artist. But it should be important to note that your attack range can't go below 1, because that would be stupid. Yeah, just in case you were wondering. So most of the time it decreases from 2 or 3 or whatever to 1.
6 time space seems too long. No, it's not. Like 3 of them are really
short.
Really super short. And the other 3 are okay. The SP will be released 21st, right now it's 17th, I think. Next, no, 14th.
14th? Like next Wednesday?
Yeah, next Wednesday. No.
Check the calendar. Okay. Hopefully you didn't miss anything here. And I'll just watch them one more time here, and then I'll switch to the other specialists.
Ah yeah, will we have to do the raid as part of the SP quest? No, you don't.
Or actually, let me switch now. Bye, guys.
Fast.
Okay. That was just a mage, right?
So you have to finish all time space in Act 8. No, you don't have to. Right? For the SP quest?
No, you don't. Okay, let's go over them. Ta-da. Ugh. I guess I can also show the basic attack, since that is also kind of relevant. It's like 0.8 seconds, it's quite fast.
Is there an entry limit for the raid? Yes, it's 5 raids per day. Not behind me.
It's hard to find spots, okay.
Yeah.
This is the whirlwind skill, which is pretty decent. Has a large area. Okay. I mean, honestly, you can just screenshot it, and someone will compile it and put it into an image or a link. So you'll be fine, I guess.
Will the other SPs with special gorges all have this as a new bars? No, it's only for SP10.
It's only planned for SP10, yeah. This is like the reflection shield for 2 seconds. This is armor demolition.
Can
like
you
this.
read the stats on German? No, sorry.
No. Not gonna do that, sorry. This is your hit rate buff, which also grants some bonus stats.
It's behind you.
And your job 20 skill. Ta-da! Okay. Hope I didn't miss anything important. I mean, we showed the individual buff skills earlier today, so...
Why did you decide to make the raid limited? Basically because we don't want to kill the other raids basically.
Yeah, and also we want to give out good rewards. And the
Yeah.
thing is, if we allow you to do it 10 million times, then we would have to reduce the chances for everything. Because else that would be this one player will get Perfector 100 in 2 days, and we don't want that. We want this to be motivating for you to do this raid for the next few weeks or even months. Yeah. Let's take a look at Archer. Okay.
Which level is the quest for the specialist? You have to be level 90 and of course Awakening level 10 to enter Act 8. Because there's where you start the quest. But we suggest to have Awakening level 30 at least. Because otherwise it's quite hard. Can you open some more boxes? We are curious. You really got only trash rewards? What? No, that's not true.
I mean, sure, I didn't get 1 billion rare 7 equipment piece, if that's what you're looking for, but that's not what you're gonna get on every second raid. Like,
will we ever get the moss emoji on NosTale 2? I hope so, yeah. We should ask Enko.
yeah.
The problem is we are out of like key combinations on the keyboard.
I think there's one left actually.
Yeah, maybe.
Let me check. I guess like we don't have like Al's daughter still available.
Then maybe, yeah.
Maybe, yeah, sure, why not?
Would be cool.
Okay, which one did I cover now?
How do you get the shields for the new raid? You can farm it there where you also start the raid. In the Lakeside Gorge. From all the monsters.
Sorry, I'm not gonna show all the buffs again, but...
Is it possible to do the raid without finishing the quest? Yes, you can directly start the raid. You're too big for the grenade skill. You can see.
Yeah.
And he's even the shorter one of us. So.
Yeah, here you go.
Yeah, the non-buff there is still like a non-translated local key.
Yeah, should hopefully be fixed until the release.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Don't put them behind the code here, put it a bit higher.
Heat charge, this one. I mean the buffs, I feel like we've already shown most of them, but I'll show them once more. Oh wait, here.
When is SP10 released? As we said, next week on Wednesday, you can play them as well.
Yeah, okay. Hope you all...
Oh, there's one question for you. Can you do a triple backflip and dab into the cam?
Sorry, nope.
Ah.
I was considering for a moment, but I can't do a backflip, unfortunately.
But a triple one. When will be the next battle pass? That's also next year then.
Oops. Sorry guys, I didn't want to interrupt you in your PvP. As I'm seeing Ael's getting ready anyway, because Archer too weak, by the way. Uh-oh.
When will be the next code? There's no next code this time. It's just Ain Best Girl. And weak Ascobas with big W and big A.
Okay. Yeah.
Can you guys do more important things for the battle pass? Like how important? You mean good rewards or different quests? Or?
Also, the thing is, rewards are kind of difficult to balance because we could give you 10 million gold and someone out there will say, yeah, but if I have to do 2 hours of raiding, then it's not really worth it. I could also do just like my 30 multi-accounts on channel 75 and get like 200 billion gold by trading in the bazaar for 2 minutes, and then it's still not worth it. So
yeah.
It's kind of hard to find rewards which are like, which compensate enough for the time that you spend doing it. Like our idea is kind of that, like just having like some tasks to do is also kind of rewarding in itself. And of course we also want to add on top of that by giving actual rewards. But we can't like, I don't know, give you like, for example, even if you say we give you Onyx Wings as a reward for the Battle Pass. then someone will still be out there and say like, yeah, but it's not worth doing 30 hours worth of quests to get Onyx wings. I can just farm them and get more gold. So what's the point?
But yeah, we will check the quests if there's also something we can... I mean, we always add some quests there. Last time we also added something, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like we want to keep them kind of entertaining and add little stuff here and there. But we can't really like rework everything.
Do we need to finish Act 8 quest line to join the new raid? Or to start? No, not at all. It's completely unrelated to... I mean, it is in Act 8, so you need Awakening level 10, but that's it. Higher, the left one.
Sorry. Okay, then we still have the reflection shield. Oh yeah, actually I should show this one because this is a...
Martial artist can't put the costume from code. Oh, true. Sorry about that.
Wait, what?
It's an old costume. Martial artist can...
Oh no!
Didn't thought about it earlier, sorry.
I thought it was like a fairly new costume that maybe you could wear it. I'm so sorry. Okay. This one. Only like 6 more to go. Yeah, this is like causes a follow-up skill, so this is that one.
Just in case there's no other stream this year. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. There won't be another stream.
There won't be another one. Unless we do like a New Year party thing, but I'm not up for that. So.
But also to you, Happy New Year already and Merry Christmas.
Okay. Please, be done with your screenshots soon.
Did you make a new gloves or mask? No, there's nothing like that included, no. It's just the new specialist and the new raid.
Correct.
No new items except for the perfection stones. And the raid seal. And oh yeah, true, about the raid, you can also do it as a family mission again. To get some experience there.
Correct.
Any chance of seeing the SPs in action are in PvE? I was already saying, like, look there. But yeah, in PvE is, yeah.
I mean, it's kind of hard to... I mean, we could do in a raid and...
Die.
We could do that, but like it's hard to really show like, hey, this can do that specifically.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you just kind of have to try it out yourself to get a feel for it.
Can you add Cenas and arena raids for the family missions? We also have that on our list. We considered to do it also with this update, but there wasn't enough time basically. So probably next year.
Okay.
Daily for new raid available? Nope. You get the perfection stone directly after finishing a raid successful. Did you make quest to farm the new seals? If not possible, make the drop rates from mobs high. There's no quest for that. We will see about the drop rate. If it's too low, we can adapt it.
To the one person saying play level times 3 is 199 hit rate, that's not the case. It's 297. Please learn math. Thank you. What else did I see?
I mean, depends on the level you are. 199 is also possible.
Oh, actually, regarding is Ein best girl the only one code or comes another second? Not in this stream, but actually, you might get another code from certain influencers. And to all those influencers here watching right now, please check your hero inbox. I think you should receive something there in a few days, latest. Okay, thank you. That's all. With which materials are the USB improved? I mean, we could tell you, but I still have the feeling that people would just like empty the market and buy everything in advance. So I'm just not gonna comment on that. Sorry.
With what materials? I think I just see the but materials to upgrade is the same as SP9. 10, 9.
Why are you spoiling it?
We did already before.
No.
I did already spoiler. I did.
What you did?
I
Why I wasn't paying attention?
Sorry.
Shit. Okay.
So yeah, I spoiled. Nice for you.
Okay. So last DBF, what's DBF?
When it comes to second weapon rune.
I mean, all runes already work on secondary weapons.
Yeah.
So you don't need specific runes for that. Also, I forgot to take them in a group again. Oh, well.
So far, what do you think of the entries of the contest? There are really nice stories in there. So
Yeah.
That's why it makes it so hard for us, basically. But also they are long. And,
Yeah, like the main issue is that we have a ton of stories that we kind of like a lot, but we can't like do a giant story with multiple timelines and 30 different endings and so on. Like that's hardly possible. So you just kind of have to try and read through a lot of them and try to think of how can we like combine the best elements of them, but also in a way that it makes sense. So that's like the hardest part.
Do you guys have a job? Don't know.
Don't know, yeah.
We're just streamers, that's fine.
Can you add new costume wings? I mean,
next year probably.
Probably at some point, sure. But that just kind of happens by itself. Like,
go mobbing with the new SPs. Why is mobbing so interesting? Unless you mean also killing afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I can buy guys. I'll just go mobbing now. On
the NosTale. Why is dance mode is activated?
Oh, nice.
You should show the dances of the specials.
I'm just gonna go mobbing on the perfectly balanced shadow element map. Sure, I'll do that. Phew. Without pets, by the way, huh? That's probably...
Without fairy booster and everything.
Yeah. Like, I literally don't... Sorry, I literally can't mob properly because I'm not fully equipped. I'm so sorry, I'm not a martial artist main. But yeah, I clapped them. Okay, here you go. Ta-da. Okay. Diva from last? I mean, I'm pretty sure I showed it before, but here you go again. Like, this is a buff for yourself and this is debuff for the enemy. Okay. You can drop raids if on your raid, we already answered that. It's on the map right before the raid. So on that map with the river.
Yeah, Lakeside Gorge.
Lakeside.
Where all the shark bears are.
When is it going to snow in Nosville? Next week.
Yeah. Let it snow. And we will probably activate the music for you again.
Oh,
which you love so much. And forget about it again until next year.
Yeah. It's just gonna stay forever in there.
I like the new bar of SP10. Yeah, we as well. It's like really a new, cool, unique feature.
Yeah.
Like originally the swordsman didn't have it, but we also requested it there because
cool. It made a lot of sense, yeah.
Show SP dances, please. See? Do it.
I mean, I shown for this one, but...
But mage is cool. Show mage.
Oh, sure. And Prism and Elarian could also just...
True.
Come to Nosville, please. With Archer and Swordsman. Thank you.
New maps? No, there are no new maps for specialists.
Yay. Also, by the way, he's floating. I love that.
Can you come in one arena? We do PvP. The new specialists are not live yet, so
yeah,
you cannot do anything.
But I'm sure, I don't know, Elarian would be willing to do PvP for you.
Where's the bushy plushie you usually have there? Yeah, sorry for that. I forgot it at home. Because like we're now in home office, so I took it home with me and I forgot it there. But next stream it will be there. Yeah. With a small other version. So we'll have 2 there next time.
Okay, it's a bit bright, I'm so sorry. I can probably take off my armor. Well, it's still plus 20, so
yeah.
Good luck. But yeah. Now you can see their crazy dance moves.
Are there any plans to add new mini-games for the mini-land? No, not that we know of. Sporty dance.
Yeah, and the thing is, yeah, he does leave footprints. We kind of want to change that as well, but it will probably come at a later date, let's see. Because it's kind of a bit more tricky.
Yeah.
Thing is, then it will probably not be relevant for the winter event, but it will be relevant for Act 4 if you ever go there with a new specialist. So, yeah. Okay. Please, more and easier minigames. Are you referring to mini games, or
Yeah, I think mini.
are you referring to the minigame raids? I mean, we have 2 more minigames in the game, which are
Super easy.
yeah, but they are really really easy, and that's why they also don't have proper rewards and aren't actually like they aren't available. Uh, Thing is, it's a really 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 old feature, and um, we're not sure if we want to invest more time into it because there's also a ton of people who abuse this already, even without rewards being extremely rewarding. So adding more to it would just make those people even richer, and that's not really an ideal solution. Like, if there's a proper solution for people abusing it, then yes, maybe. But at the current time, I don't see it happening.
Yeah.
Female art. Yeah, guys, let's all swap genders now, please. Give me a moment.
I mean, I'm female, am I? I'm female. I can show the female version without so much bling bling.
I don't need a magic lamp, please. I'm not some scrub. Okay, now we can see Ayn. She actually has a different dance, that's so cool.
Mm-hmm. Where are you guys? Oh, there.
Also, her sitting animation is kind of nice. Though, please don't try that at home, guys. It could actually break that. Nice female dance, loser.
Oh, wow. Since when am I invisible? And now I'm not dancing. Are you kidding me?
Well, do you want to look in your archer? Do you have an archer? Else I can just also do it, since we didn't show the
But it's a
archer
male
yet.
archer, you can do it.
Yeah, I'll do it. Since I already have a female archer.
Add separate skill bar for each SP card. There might be a surprise next year, let's see.
Yeah, might be a surprise next year. Wink, wink. Damn, she looks kind of hot.
Oh, wow.
Honestly, though, female archer is pretty nice. I love her. Any plans on fixing crit head for martial artist, as well as is he ever have any use for secondary weapon? Regarding secondary weapon, I don't think it'll happen because like the most crucial issue with secondary weapon right now is that it uses the same attack type. It also is a melee weapon. So, what's the point of using a melee weapon when you already have a melee weapon but with worse stats?
No.
Like, I just don't see it happening. Maybe if the weapons, like the secondary weapons, would have to be generally reworked to, I don't know, say let them be a magic attack type and have them actually decent base stats, which would have to be significantly increased. Then maybe, but just right now as they are at the moment, I don't really see the use for that.
I think the questions are repeating now.
When came H90 out? I mean, no plans for now. We just released Hero Level 80, so
Yeah.
you would have to wait a bit for that. Sorry. Would you add dragon % damage in shells in the future? I mean, if the shell system in general were to be reworked, then it would be possible to add dragon damage into that. Sure. Is the female mage twerking? I don't think she is, no.
But yeah, we can, I think, sum up once more what will come next week in the update.
Yeah, so you'll have new specialist cards, which you will get by a quest. You will have...
For this quest, you don't need Act 8 completed.
Correct, you just need to be able to enter Act 8
Yeah.
and level 90. That are the base conditions. You will have a new raid that you can do 5 times a day. Yeah, and the raid will have a new type of mechanic. We hope you like it.
I mean, 2 new mechanics even. The boss has a new mechanic and the pre-rooms with the...
Oh yeah, true. And yeah.
Yeah, the red box won't be tradable. The red box chances for higher red level are like fair non-rate. Equipment chance is higher in there than in Alta or in Valley here. It's the same equipment, you also get other stuff out of there. And yeah, can you talk about the mechanics in the pre-rooms? I mean, the mechanic, as we showed you already, is like killing monsters as always. You have levers in there. The first room is like fixed levers, you have to find the correct ones, pull them, kill the monsters, and then go to the next room. And the second room is the map where you have the different circles. So you probably should split up with your team, because there on this map the levers you have to find and the monsters you have to kill are random. So with every raid they are on a different position.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, actually one new question that I see. Are those black crystals hittable with HP drain effects? Yes, but usually HP drain effects don't deal as much damage, like they take 2000 damage per hit. So you would have to, like, if you have a drain attack with like 3750 HP, then yeah, it would roughly translate to 2 hits. But they have some special targeting mechanics. So it's actually, you can't attack them with spacebar attacks. So you actually have to click on them.
And not with AoEs.
Yeah, and you can't hit them with AoE attacks. So that's a lot of attacks that are actually, like, a lot of drain attacks that actually won't hit it. So yeah.
Oh, I think that's it then.
Yep, that's it.
Thanks to all for watching. And see you next week in the game playing the new specialist.
Yeah, and see you in another stream sometime next year.
Yeah, not this year. Bye bye.
Bye bye.